dear viewer. I'm very pleased to inform you that you joined me for an experiment already in progress. You see, a scientist plays playthrough of Fallout 4. That's right, as a scientist, as sciencey as possible, making science-based decisions, using only a lab coat for armor, using only energy weapons and or radiation-based weapons, coming to you in the chat to see what kind of decisions we should make or not. If you want to check out our latest excursion into the wasteland, you can go back and check out that VOD, but not right now. We are going back into the wasteland to see what we can science. If you're not familiar with me, hello. I'm an award-winning science communicator and Tom Cruise from The Last Samurai, Kyle Hill. I spend my day and night crafting educational, entertaining content, mostly on YouTube, sometimes on TV, sometimes in magazines and podcasts. Stay with me, because today, as you can see around us, the name of the game is entertainment, education, and production value, baby. Happy to have everyone here. If a group of Fallout scientists from the Fallout universe came to our time, what would they give to us that would radically change our society or not? I think teleportation. Spoilers. Teleportation would be one of the be-all, end-all kind of technologies in that it would radically change society. So much of so much of economy and socialization and all of that stuff, social evolution, depends on how fast you can get somewhere. When it took weeks to get somewhere by boat or months to get somewhere by wagon wheel, and you had a good chance of dying on the way, that prevented the kinds of societies we have today. To extrapolate that technology all the way to instantaneous travel, it would change society as we know it, especially global society. That sounds a lot like Oregon Trail. You know, people actually, traveled like that. It's not just a game on a floppy disk, right? A wagon wheel! I'm feeling good today. I've been trying to take control of my mornings. I wake up, I pet a cat. I feed those cats. I bike 10 miles, come back, jump right in the pool, 30 laps. Come back, I had a burrito the size of a small capybara. I have my iced coffee, I got my water, I'm ready to go. That's 120 laps in the pool this week and 40 miles on the bike. Don't feel so bad anymore. Is teleporting even a remotely possible concept? The difficulty with teleportation is you are complicated. And to fully replicate you, the replicated man, in fact, which is a Fallout 3 quest. It's fine, they're nerds, they get it. To replicate you, you have to know the data of you down to the quantum level. Position, velocity, spin up, spin down. You have to know all that. Now, shut up, headphones. From a materialist, as I am, from a materialist's perspective, if you were to know every single thing about every single atom and molecule and quantum interaction in your brain, if you obliterated that but recapitulated it somewhere else, that would have to be you. What else could it be? It has to. It's down to the smallest level identical, so it has to be you. The problem with doing that is how do you put someone back together like that? And that's so much data to transfer from place to place, and there's an ethical concern with you are literally killing people on one side of it and then reconstituting them somewhere else. So there's an ethical issue there. It's a whole can of molecules. We do in fact have gameplay to show you. But to get into that gameplay, of course, we gotta go to the Gaming Command Center. Two curved OLED screens, 8K. You can't even get those on the market. Behind me, two 75-inch. How heavy are they? 65 pounds each. How do I know that? I installed them. Still behind me, gaming chairs for whoever else works here. I don't really see... I walk down the halls, I don't really see anyone. It's weird. PS6 in the corner. Can we all agree that gaming chairs aren't comfortable and we should do away with them? I'm in a comfy office chair. because I'm the administrator. Not the overseer, don't get it wrong. But today, secret lab chairs are comfy. It's not a secret if no one knows about it. I don't think that makes sense. I'm your science guy. I'm your conduit to understanding the universe. But Kyle, that sounds really pretentious. Except it's true. We'll be trying to science the wasteland as much as we can. I'm playing on a PS4 controller with Xbox button prompts because I'm a god gamer. Let's continue our survival. Kevin, turn on the monitor. Thank you. What's on the docket today, Kyle? Well, we pop in our trusty Graph Gear 500, and we're heading off to Diamond City, mostly because I want to have that waypoint for fast traveling. Kyle, don't swim in the water. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, it's 10 rads per second now? They upped that. It's never been 10. It's been like 3. Right? Okay, well, I wouldn't have done that if I knew that. I run towards the gunshots. Hello. 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 Stop shooting my lab coat! Kyle, why don't you use a pistol? Why don't you wear anything other than a lab coat? It's because we're playing as a pure scientist. I would love to use a combat shotgun right now and go right for the knees. But then I'd be breaking this challenge. There we go. Okie dokie. Scientists use bullets to study the effects of cavitation on the denizens of the wasteland, Kyle. Nah, see, I think it'd be too easy to make some kind of caveats for guns and bullets. I want this playthrough to be unique, because I've played this game many times. Who's this? Uh-oh. Oh, it's the super mutants! Like I said, I played this game a number of times. I want a unique experience. Look at how much damage I'm already taking. I would love to be wearing armor right now, but as a science guy, I don't know how to use it. You know what I mean? We're just a science boy. We don't know. Raiders are classified as a creature, and personally, Minutemen are nothing but more than slightly organized raiders. Let's keep the politics to yourself.
Out in the open here for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper.
If you listen closely to this intercom, it is the voice of Marvel's Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man games.
Sorry, I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means
Listen
keeping
close.
me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
That's Spider-Man.
Ugh.
Pipes.
You open this gate right now,
Pipes.
Sullivan.
It's alright.
Live here. You can't
Pet
just
my dog.
lock me out.
Okay, Piper, but the boss isn't gonna like it. Once I picked out the voice, the voice of Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple as a voice in Legend of Korra. And my girlfriend was like, what?
I just got here.
See? Look at us. See, we're the same.
Play along. You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right.
I'm Spider-Man.
Make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Hey, look, see? Look, we're playing as this guy. See? Will Curie be your main follower for this playthrough? 100% absolutely. Synth Curie is one of the most adorable people to ever exist, even though she didn't. Is Matthew Mercer in this game too? Yes. Matthew is, or Matt. Matt is, Matt Mercenary. Has no one said that to him? Kevin, call his agent and have them call my agents and tell them... Oh, he's too famous now? Okay, forget it. I don't even know how to play D&D. Don't worry. Don't worry, baby birds. I will feed you. We haven't gotten to any science time yet. But I assure you, science time will arrive. We've only been playing for 10 minutes. This this elevator is not the length of the elevator does not equate to how long this is taking. Why am I still in this elevator? Am I stuck in the elevator? Am I soft locking the elevator right now? What happened? What's happening? Okay. You're not Piper, you're some lady. Classic Bethesda bug. See, no, I want to talk to you, don't I?
I gotta check a few things first.
Oh my goodness.
We'll talk later.
The elevator is a loading screen. Yeah, Professor Benjamin, but it was loading for longer than any other. Yeah, see, that was the problem. I had the. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Head on inside.
Now that we have this waypoint, I want to do a little bit of exploring. I need some better weapons. I need some better armor. I want to science stuff for you. So we're going to go now. We're going to go to the place called Straight Ahead. What I'd really like to do is find the start of... I have no idea where it actually is, but I'd like to find the start of the Golden Grasshopper quest. Give me your drugs, dead man. Because the Golden Grasshopper quest ends with a legendary radioactive sword. And because radioactivity is, last time I checked, very sciencey, we'll be able to use it. Thanks for your gears and springs, dumb guy. I wish I could use shotguns. I can't. Oh, I almost walked right into that. I wish I could use shotguns. A combat shotgun would be awesome right now. But, as you know... What? What's happening? You okay? Who's shooting at what? Oh, I know. Okay. Do you have any mods installed? No. No mods. No mods. All science. Did I figure this out? I did. Nice shot. I'm not laughing. It's sorry, I just... Hey, the science ladies are back in that city. They give you side quests. What are you talking about? Who says the scientist can't use a shotgun? Me. Back to the science ladies. What are you talking about? What's science ladies? In Diamond City? Where am I supposed to go? The science center in Diamond City. Oh, the teaching center, you mean? The schoolhouse. Right. Science of super mutants, possible with genetic... Okay, so Vic, 618, says, how does the drone float? How do super mutants work? Science time! Science lesson number 1. In this universe, super mutants were created with a so-called FEV, a forced evolutionary virus. And that's kind of a nonsense word. But, of course, evolution can still proceed. It can proceed with viruses. You see this today, unfortunately, when we're talking about these different variants and what have you. It's the viruses coming under natural selective pressures to evolve and change and find new hosts more readily, etc., etc., etc. With the forced evolutionary virus that was injected into people, into humans in the Fallout universe to create super mutants, what I'm guessing it is actually a viral vector. As we talked about last time, something can be a like a vehicle for some amount of genetic information, for example. So if we wanted to deliver some CRISPR, clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats, into some of your cells in a specific area of your tissue, you can't just inject it, because it will just go into your body fluids and won't do what you want it to do. Instead, you want to have something that acts as a vector, something that will find its target and then deliver what you want it to deliver to that target. Viruses are very good at that because they lock onto the outside of cells with proteins on the outside of their little viral bodies, and then they inject their genetic material into those cells, into the nuclei of those cells, and trick the nuclei of those cells to make viral DNA. Dog meat, please. So, forced evolutionary virus, I'm going to guess that it's some sort of genetic manipulation using viruses as a vector. But to change something so radically, to make it much larger, green, immune to radiation, ooh, this is kind of nice. All that stuff. This is such a radical change that it would probably kill everyone that took it. And you do actually see that. You see in the Fallout universe people who didn't make it through this FEV. But that's what I would guess. Some sort of genetic manipulation, CRISPR or something like that, with a viral vector to make super mutants. Is it possible? With today's technology, probably not. Okay, you said go to the science ladies. That's the radio station. This is the... Oh, you're right.
I hear there's a bar in the old theater district.
Science Center.
I have a new theory about how
sorry.
the Institute makes the
It's no longer science time. Thank you, Jabo.
Talking about this from
Oh, these are the science ladies. Recombinant plant nuclei.
Ha! Are you here for today's free biology lesson?
Ooh, this is going to be good. Okay, let's see.
Biology lesson?
That's right. Like it's a single thing, but it's actually a term referring to dozens of different ionizing rays.
Radiation can also be in the form of non-ionizing radiation. So if you go through the electromagnetic spectrum, the light spectrum, that includes visible light that you're familiar with, wavelengths of visible light and radiation that are below visible light, for the most part, and up to below visible radiation, are non-ionizing. That is to say that this radiation doesn't have enough energy bound up within its motion and its movement to rip electrons from atoms and to split molecules and to cause havoc in a biological system. Above visible light, up into UV and X-rays and gamma rays, that's when you get ionizing radiation. Radiation that can change the makeup of an atom or molecule by moving its electrons or tearing its electrons off, therefore creating ions. Ionization. Science lesson number 2. This is you guys were totally right. This is perfect. Okay.
Which one are we most worried about?
Which radiation are we most worried about? In terms of penetration and damage, we'd be most worried about gamma rays, depending on what exactly she is talking about.
Associated with the big old bombs 200 years ago.
We're taking a quiz. Okay, chat. Okay, so this is perfect. Now, playing as a pure scientist, and I am professionally talky science time. Do you want me to take this quiz to see if I get it right, or to ask all of you first? You. Okay, which rays are we most... I'm not going to look at chat. Which rays are we most worried about? Gamma.
Gamma rays?
That's right, Dad. If your body absorbs too much of that kind of radiation, you'll suffer from fatigue, anemia, even death.
Everything that she just said is accurate.
Some life forms have been living with gamma radiation exposure for 2 centuries now, and they've adapted. Neat, huh?
Yes.
Yes, very interesting.
That's what science is all about. Nothing stays the same. Everything reacts.
If you were to ask me what science is all about, that wouldn't be my answer, but hey, I'm not trying to survive in a wasteland.
Maintain speed despite its size.
Okay.
So what do you say? Ready to go out and dissect one?
Chrono Dude says, what about sugar rays? Of course, there's visible light rays, there's ultraviolet rays, there's X-rays, and there's gamma rays, and discovered in the 1990s, there were sugar rays, but everyone forgot about those. Let's see if we can, wait, yeah, see, look! It's me!
Where's my brother? I swear I'm not a simp. Don't shoot, for God's sakes.
Kyle.
Family.
Kyle, put the gun down, man.
Put the gun down now.
Exactly.
He's
Put,
a simp. He'll
no,
kill us all.
Kyle, put the...
There it is. Kyle,
Folks and your damn paranoia.
They killed Kyle! No! Don't mind me, I'm just gonna take It's fine. I share his name. How do I wait? I forget. Oh, I have to sit down, right?
Sure.
We're going through a perfect. We're going through a perfect side quest right now, where one of the characters is trying to tell us about science, and I'm gonna tell her if she's wrong or not. See, look, I gotta sell it. It's not sciencey. Gotta sell it. I should keep the junk. Okay, let's see what you got. I need something sciencey. Is the title of nerd limited to certain parts of culture, or can you be a nerd about anything? Yes, I agree. You can be a nerd about anything. Don't let anyone tell you different. 46? This is a laser pistol, right? This seems like it's very well costed. No, wait. I wasn't looking at it. It's 3,000. How would a bloatfly fly? I don't think the wings are large enough. But we will get to that. Is there significant difference between nerd and a geek? I think it overlaps generally if you're looking at like a Venn diagram, but I think people could be more granular about it. Possible gas bladder in the bloatfly. That is what I was going to talk about. Bard Quasar, thanks for stealing my thundy. Oh, now it doesn't show me where to kill a bloatfly. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you're enjoying the science lessons plus science god gamer gameplay in Fallout 4, share the stream out. Give us a follow. Give us a subscribe. You don't have to. I don't care. But if you want to, go ahead. Okay, I know this might be boring, chat, to find a bloatfly and do this miscellaneous quest, but this will give us an opportunity to go back and see if their science is accurate or not, which I'm excited about. No. No. You're lying. You're a liar. What just happened? Oh, missed. What was I doing? Where was I? Oh, yeah, right. That liar distracted us from my quest of killing a fly. Liquid Drum says, I can't sleep and I find your voice soothing. Listen to the soft sounds. I'm talking to you, Liquid Drums. I want you to drift away, sleepy and sleepy. Relax each muscle in the body. Oh no, it's a super mutant! Oh! Keep forgetting what button is VATS. See, I really like the laser rifle. What I don't... Oh no! Oh no! Okay, it's... Oh no! Oh no! It's rabid! Yeah, that's not gonna do any damage to it. Get out of here! Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Oh no. You can't... Oh! It can't use doors? Okay. Thanks, science. Let's see what we can see, huh? Man, a lot of... I must be down. I must be way under-leveled right now. Yeah, sorry for yelling in your ear, but if you're sleeping, you're not watching. I need to find a stupid fly. Flies are usually closer to the wastes. Yes? Complete this such that I can level up a little bit. Then we're gonna venture out a little bit to see if there's some flies around us here. How do radiation meds work? How do radiation meds work, says the Sus 2000. Radiation medication can't do much about the radiation in terms of energy deposition once it's already in your body. If you have some kind of radioactive material, once it's in your body, it's just going to continue emitting. You can't shield your internal organs from that continuing radiation. So instead what we do, the low end of treatment, when it's low level, you don't quite have radiation sickness yet maybe, or you have mild radiation sickness, is you try to give people some sort of chemical compound, some molecules that will preferentially adhere to those radioactive particles. And once those particles glob on and connect to and stick to that stuff that you're giving these people, then those radioactive particles can be cleaned out by the body's natural excretion systems, like going to the bathroom. We saw this during the Goiânia incident in Brazil in 1987, where we gave people what's called Prussian blue. Not the paint, not the Bob Ross paint. Prussian blue, it was a mixture of stuff. I forget what it was, but they had people drink it, and it would preferentially adhere to some of these radioactive particles and help it flush out of their system, the cesium-137. That's on the low end of radiation sick. You're too loud. That's on the low end of radiation sick. On the high end of radiation sick, you are in a very bad way. And the only way to, well, at the very, very high end of radiation sick, you basically have a 100% chance of dying. You might have a day or a week or two. And so to mitigate some of the painful effects or to try to bring someone back from the brink, the radiation has done so much damage that in those cases we try to replace a person's entire blood supply or replace their bone marrow. Because we know this, and I've done research on this, but we know it's happened, that if you get irradiated enough, all of your blood marrow dies, and all of your red and white blood cells go away. So how do radiation medications work? Either you find some compound that can stick to the radioactive material already inside your body and help flush it out in that way, kind of a similar way we do wastewater treatment, or you try to replace the stuff, completely replace the stuff that the radiation has destroyed. Science lesson number 3 or 4, I forget. Food. Don't have that. I do have 2 potatoes. Tato. Tato. Do I not? I literally don't have anything else. Okay. I'm gonna build some water. Yes, here you go. Build you freeloaders some beds so we can get back to doing some science, some exploring. No one needs to sit in the apocalypse. People need to sleep. I wish I could scrap you. Oh, I need to assign... Hey. Get Tato farming. Farm this Tato. Thank you. When an area is irradiated, most of what is doing the irradiating is particles, like inside a person's body, only this time it's external, and it's in the form of fission products, or it's this radioactive dust that settles over everything. So in a lot of cases, most of the cleanup of a irradiated area, like in Chernobyl, Pripyat, or Fukushima Daiichi, around that power plant, it's removing the top couple inches of topsoil, which doesn't sound that bad, but a couple inches spread out over many square miles or square kilometers adds up to a lot of volume. And so that's one of the big challenges in cleaning up a site, just removing all of that soil. Science lesson number 5, I'm going to say it. No one needs to sit. I need some levels, and I want this to progress a little bit. No one has babies in the apocalypse. Beds 5. No one needs to dress in the apocalypse. No one needs art in the apocalypse. I like to put these around here because those dumb raiders tend to use the front gate. Bam. It took me like more than 2 playthroughs to realize that if you cook everything, it removes the radiation. Oh, Jack Whiff says radiation is very bad. It can mess up computers and processing. If you want to know more about how radiation can mess up computers, go to my adoptive father Veritasium's YouTube channel, Derek Muller, and he has I think it's his most recent video, is all about how radiation affects or can affect computers. So now we're doing 2 things at once. We're trying to find a bloatfly gland to continue on our science lesson, to see if your boy here would really be the MVP of the apocalypse, and we're trying to get enough food so that Preston can tell me about another settlement that needs to shut up Head west for bloatflies. Says pizzas for breakfast. First of all, thank you. Second of all, don't eat pizza for breakfast. Near the water tower. Interesting place to put your chat monitor, mate. Says, douchebag milkshake. First of all, I hate your name. You should change it. And second of all, why? There's nothing... Trust me, you would rather see yourself talking and talking to each other, my lovely facility staff members, than to see the nothing that's in that corner. Also, too bad. Shit, is that a blowfly? Hey, you were right, man. Sneaky. Sneaky. You were right. Thank you. Wait, you exploded in there. Oh, there you go. Oh, they don't have the gland? Boo! If you ate 40,000 bananas in 10 minutes, the radiation would kill you. I think a couple other things would kill you before that. If you distilled all the radioactive... A fun thing to do is measure radiation in bananas, and that in the unit bananas, because like many elements, potassium, K, has an isotope, a form of that atom that has more neutrons. More neutrons means the nucleus is bigger, meaning that the forces are kind of unstable, meaning that it wants to eject some of those particles, meaning that it is radioactive. I believe it is potassium-40. I could be wrong. All clumps of potassium, sources of potassium, have some small fraction of it that is radioactive. It's just some naturally occurring small fraction. Bananas are no different. They have some small fraction of radiation. So if you were to distill the radioactive potassium from 40,000 bananas and then put that in your body, you would die. But who would do that? Certainly not some sort of supervillain type. I need bloatflies. Nailed it. Look at your big gross face, huh? No. I'm gonna hit your stupid body. Thank you. Alright. Give me your bug meat. You're high in protein, and you're very likely the flower of the future. So let's head back to Science Lady, and we shall give her our bug stuff.
By the mega surgery sometime.
Stop describing my bones. I don't know why the science place is locked, so I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna wait. How many nukes would it take to wastelandify America? I'm going to answer that in two different ways. The first way is to say that we definitely have enough nukes now in our stockpile to wastelandify the entire planet. Okay? But I'm going to answer a specific number might be impossible to come up with. So I'm going to answer your question in a scary way, which is to say there have been a couple of studies done that conclude rather conclusively that a single nuclear detonation in a large city like New York or London would plunge the world into another Great Depression, would throw hundreds of millions of people into poverty, and in the worst case lead to death and destruction totaling maybe a third of humanity. A single nuclear detonation. Not only is the loss of life so tremendous, but it's, if you nuke something like New York, you are removing so much wealth from the economy, so much work hours, so much productivity. It's a dagger right through the lungs of the world economy, and that could happen. I may have hit a button by mistake there. And all that can happen with a single nuclear detonation. So we can do it now. And that's the scary part. Yeah, it's a good thing that wasn't a nuke button, because I did hit that by accident. Okay, so we're going to get to the nuke, ladies. I'll be taking a science quiz right after that, and I need your help to continue this edition of Scientist Plays. I was just making sure that the button I hit wasn't going to launch one of the facility's nukes. Whoa. And we are back. And we are back. We've completely minimized charisma. We've maximized intelligence. We're only using laser weapons. We are wearing lab coats. Has it been difficult yet? Kinda. I'm taking a lot of damage. Do I like it? No. Do I want to keep doing it? Absolutely. Their canon answer to the Deathclaw is the Jackson's Chameleon, says highlight my message with the 100 bits or cheers. I don't know what it means. If you could do a Vault-Tec style test ethics be damned, what would you test in a vault of your choosing? Well, that's the thing. Here in the Gaming Command Center, we get to test all sorts of things. We get to test how good am I at Sekiro. Turns out, not so bad. How many people can we wrench to death in Bioshock? Quite a few. Who can we romance in Mass Effect? Liara, of course. But what would I test if I was the overseer of one of these weird unethical vaults? I don't know. Unethical experimentation isn't always on the top of my head, you know what I mean? Darth Vash says, Kyle is in a vault right now. You can't locate me. A, I paid a lot of money to make sure that doesn't happen. B, I use many VPNs. C, you won't get past the laser bees. They're very active this time of year. Is the facility nuclear warproof? Well, if you knew where I was, you'd be able to answer that question yourself, Lizzie. Kevin, turn it on. Thank you. What we're doing next, we have got our bloatfly gland. We're returning it to one of the science ladies in Diamond City who says she's going to give us a biology lesson. Let's see if your boy here is smart enough to science the apocalypse. I think I am 100%.
Did you need something?
Yeah, I'm the guy who killed that fly for you.
Yeah.
Exposure. Maybe our own insides have adapted as well.
Science time. It's not crazy to think that if the world was suddenly completely irradiated, that human bodies would start to evolve in response to it. The average human generation is around 25 years, and this game takes place 200 years after the bombs fell. So you're talking about 10 generations of humans. That's not that many, but evolution does work day to day. It doesn't have to go from like no wings to wings, or horse, proto-horse to giraffe. It doesn't have to happen that drastically. Has to happen incrementally. So it's not, if there's a worldwide environmental pressure for radiation resistance, it's not crazy to think that the human body would start evolving, or to be more specific, random mutations in the human population would be selected for in terms of radiation resistance. Resistance to radiation damage of DNA, better cleanup and rebuilding mechanisms in the metabolism such that you can recover from radiation damage. We see biology like this in something like tardigrades, which have a protein called DSUP, or damage suppression gene, that makes it very resistant to X-rays. Science lesson number 8.
New junior scientist.
I'm not a junior scientist. Do I look like a junior scientist to you? I'm a baseball scientist. Oh, was that it? No more science lessons?
Hey, Dr. Duff.
There's a base into an acidic compound. Lost a few eyebrows that way, I'll tell you.
Where's your girlfriend? Maybe she has some science for me.
Excuse me, Professor Scara?
Dr. Duff handles all the visitors. Bother her.
No.
I'm in the middle of a million things. I have to stay focused.
All right, I'll just build some drugs.
Your power.
You know, she was what we were talking about with the pure scientist playthrough. Minimum 0 charisma, 10 intelligence. You know what we're talking about. They say that the Boston Commons got something crazy living in it. I don't know. I hear things. I'm going to help Paladin dance so that I can get a legendary laser rifle for our scientist to play with. What'd you find, boy? A body part? A leg? What? Some baseball meat? You find this build? Yeah, we both found this building. SeaGod25 says, are there any organisms known to survive high doses of radiation? Yes. Cockroaches? But they're on the low end, actually. So what the meme has you believe is that cockroaches can survive anything, even a nuclear explosion, which might be true in the nuclear fallout associated with it. But there are many insects. The smaller and less complicated the organism, the more resistant to damage from radiation it is. Something that's large can be pierced through surface area-wise with more radiation. Something that's complicated has more machinery, more has more molecular machinery and more metabolism that can be, as scientists say, effed with. Science lesson number 9. 8. 9. 9. Hey, that was cool. I don't remember him doing that. Aren't there types of fungi that thrive near the Chernobyl nuclear power plant? Yes. Yes, there are. And these fungi are called radiotrophic. So rather than using energy from the sun to break molecular bonds and get chemical energy to sustain their metabolism, these radiotrophic fungi use radiation to do the same thing that solar radiation does. And who knows, I might find it when I go to Chernobyl. Dance. Let's dance. Does anyone say it? Hey, Dance, has anyone ever said that? Dance. Hey, Dance, has anyone ever said let's dance to you? Paladin. Solus Dark says, what kind of scientist are you? Yes. That's all good, Paladin, but do you mind if I... Wait. Come here. I wanna... Come here.
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, buddy? Oh, that's good. Good job. Vod Hunter says, what are you going to name your channel points once you get the chance? I don't know what you're talking about. I can name my points? I don't know what you mean, but I'm going to say, Hillbucks. Science points. No, that's not cool enough. Ow. It's hard to play this, hear the music, listen to you, and talk at the same time. You know that? I'm checking to see if this lab coat is better than the lab coat I'm currently wearing. What's even the point? What? Oh, my persistence goes up. Is the lab coat better? Oh, it looks like someone took a... Ugh. That's better. Not casually flexing about being better than Bill Nye. I'm saying that if you want to get nitty-gritty with it, I feel fine calling myself a science guy. That's all. No judgment. Hey, Kyle, any chance of you working with the fellas from Vsauce? We'll be working and supporting the Curiosity Box, the Vsauce Curiosity Box, in a video coming up later this month. So, to answer your question, yes. Science time. If you were to shoot the abdomen of a large insect like that, what you are doing is using the energy bound up in this laser, in these high-energy photons of light, coherent photons of light. You would be rapidly heating up the abdomen. And if you heated up the abdomen rapidly enough, the moisture inside and the liquid inside could indeed boil, create pressure, and pop the bug. So what you just saw was technically accurate. How do I know this? Because, you know when you burn ants as a kid with a magnifying glass? If you magnify their abdomens, they pop. I'm not proud of it, okay? I apologize to all the ants for it. I apologize to the queen. Science lesson number 10. Dance. Must be hard to dance in that suit. Hey, Paladin, you ever hear that? You ever hear that it's hard to... Oh, God! Headshot. Don't hurt my dog. Definitely not an evil supervillain. I told you, I apologize to the ants. The queen said it's fine. The last time I did this mission, it was at night. And so this is a lot less creepy. I need ammo for my laser rifle, and I need, I'd like a laser pistol as well, or a plasma pistol. Elodian Bay with the 100 bits says, Paladin Dance's favorite dance is the robot. Get out. Get out of the facility. Ammo is overrated. That's not true. I told you to buy ammo twice when you were in Diamond City. Calm down. Gene Artist says, as a scientist and engineer, will you allow yourself to use power armor? Oh, yeah. We will use power armor. I would like to get the power armor, I think we're going to encounter some synths here, and they will have energy weapons for sure. Right after I take this desk fan, don't worry about that. The XO1 power armor is objectively the coolest. This is why you needed a shotgun, in case you ran out of ammo. I am Eddie. We're scientists on this run. We're not using shotguns. They scare us. We're using laser guns. You know when Egon turns on the proton pack in the elevator? That's kind of our energy right now. Sevilla Doy says, but shotguns make scatter plots. Fair point, but on accident. See, now, I would love to use a melee weapon in these situations as well. but I'll only use a sciencey melee weapon. If it's a shock baton, okay. If it's a power fist, okay. But not like a brick. No. Which leaves this.
There we go.
Smartest man alive! Hello. Paladin, you gotta work on your trash talk, man. Straight back to hell. They're robots. Sure. I don't think we're alone. What gave you that idea? Caveman says he literally just ignored my advice about hacking terminals. I nailed it. Go for the legs. See? Where are you going now, huh? Oh! My synth body. I want your rifle. Ooh, I'm almost dead, huh? Laser rifle, please. Oh, wait. I have a bunch of ammo now. Good. Baked fly meat. You think I don't see this? You think I don't see that? Can't unlock that. I could get the hacker perk right now. Huh? I would have gone for the eyes. That way they can't see what you're going to do next. Always go for the eyes. Beep boop.
Nice.
Have you talked about the freeze gun yet? No, I forgot about that. We could have gone and gotten the cryolator, but I didn't feel like it. Laser rifle is going to be up. And this shock baton. Give me your office fan, robot scum. Would a laser weapon be the color it is and still do as much damage as it does? Again, instead of answering your question to the letter, hey boy, I'm going to answer your question a different way. Does a laser need to be a color to do damage? No. Some of the most dangerous lasers are ultraviolet, meaning that you cannot see them at all. Lasers and their dangerousness is categorized on a scale that includes, can you blink fast enough to prevent permanent eye damage? And you can't do that if you can't see the laser. So ultraviolet lasers are very scary because they can fry the back of your eyeball without you even being able to blink because you're not sensing any visible light. Kyle, you say. That's all well and good, but how powerful is this laser that you hold in your hand? It's so powerful that I don't even keep the batteries in this thing. This laser is so powerful, no batteries. Not only can you obviously not look at it, but even if it bounced off of something reflective, this laser would permanently blind you. Kyle, why do you have that in the facility? Why don't I? Science lesson number 11. Give me your junk, robot man. Some of these areas are so labyrinthian. Ender Plus says, thanks, Kyle, my brain is growing. That's what we're all about. Oh, is this a cool... This mission's really cool, where you activate the booster cores. Not only does he have a laser, it's in arm's reach, says Bear Glove. There's a lot of things that I could grab. I mean, I have a laser that's illegally powerful, literally. I have a hunk of uranium. I have a blade that I've used to cut a head in half. I have a chunk of lava with the one ring stuck in it. I have a bat in formaldehyde right here. And, of course, I have an intelligence bobblehead. Because we're smart. Let's roast some... Oh, I thought you meant bat. No, it's a bat. His name is Bruce. Oh, this is the mission! The size of this rocket engine is accurate. I don't know if you've ever been lucky enough to go to something like the California Science Center, but if you see like a space shuttle up close, or the Space Shuttle Discovery, the rocket boosters are enormous. The rocket engines, rather. Science lesson 11.5. Ooh, I have some science to talk about after we do this, too. SpaceX Raptor engines are considerably smaller than that. Yes. You can get unlimited resources here, says Admir Dragon. How? How do I do that? How do I cheat? Let me know. Everyone shut up. What? It's novice.
Sweet.
I'm going to give you a nice science lesson in just a second. Hack the planet. Let's just go with the first one. How long did it take you to, gaming nerds, how long did it take you to discover that there are actually hidden codes in here that if you select it, you can remove duds, you can get all your tries back? Did you know that? I know a lot of you know that, but some of you may not have ever realized that. I'm just trying to find one for you. See? That one's a hidden one, and it removes a dud, right? Same thing. So let's try wait. No. So it is... Oh, it could be either one of these. Smartest man alive! Great way to spoil the game, Kyle. I don't think you know what spoil means, Rabdos. Thank you for your subs today. This part is cool. I love this part. Give me that. I will power my big boy armor with it.
Commencing 5-second countdown. 4.
What time are you going on? 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So I promised you if all of you were still here, we'd give you another science lesson. This is a good one. So one thing to note about hypersonic flow out of the back of rocket engines is that when it happens, you will have this kind of flow that will impinge upon itself and create what's called shock diamonds. And you can look that up, and they're very pretty and very cool, but they're actually exactly what you see right there as well on screen. That's what it looks like. This diamond shape crisscrossing and revealing itself through the flow. But the other thing that I wanted to mention is that rocket tests like this are all well and good. But if you've seen a SpaceX rocket take off, if you've seen a space shuttle take off, you know that before all the engines are all firing, they unload a tremendous amount of water underneath of it. Have you ever asked yourself why? The actual reason is sound suppression. And I will end your science lesson with this amazing fact. The sound pressure and sound intensity coming out of a space shuttle at the launch site, ground zero, is so strong that mathematically, theoretically, if there was no sound suppression, not only would the space shuttle literally shake itself apart to pieces, but the sound alone would be so intense that it would melt the concrete up to a mile away and light the grass on fire. The sound. Not the flames, the sound. Think about that kind of power. Science lesson number 12. Hey, Dance, you okay? Dance. Dance, I bet...
Firing completed. Rating 96.
There's no way it was 90... There's no way it was 96%. But that's fine. Hey, Dance. Hey, Dance, is it hard to dance when you're like that? Hey, Dance. Hey, Dance, do you think you'll ever dance again? Paladin. Okay, fine. I'm gonna take all these. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna take... Perfect. He can't die, don't worry. I'm not worried about Dance. Oh, I want to put on welding goggles so I look ridiculous. I don't think he will dance again. Burnt feet have got no rhythm. Quote of the day.
God, are you all right? Got cooked by those flames. The important thing is that we're still alive.
I don't know. It looks like it could have got in by your butt over here. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're like totally fine. This mission is dope. Can you, excuse me. Paladin. 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 Thank you. Shaman TV says, Kyle, I bet you can't explain where you store all that stuff in your lab coat. It's a bag of holding. Is someone there? I don't know. Meet Mr. Grenade. Ah! This is what they warned us about. Wow, that does nothing. Wait, where's my shock baton at? I got it. I'm gonna sell all these laser rifles for sweet cash to build my ultimate Aw. I want to use a sniper rifle, but I can't. It's not science-y. But I will be putting a... We will be upgrading a little bit and putting a sniper attachment, a focusing sniper rifle thing on our laser rifle. Jabo suggested that if I use it, I could use a junk jet, but only if I fire test tubes out of it. Which I admit, Would be hilarious. Bye-bye, friends. Pipe does more damage than lasers. You know, depending on what you're shooting at, a surface could be... I mean, look at the surface of those synths. I mean, if the surface of the synths is highly reflective, then lasers, with a high reflectivity, a high albedo of the surface, a laser might not do very much damage at all. You'd have to have a crazy high power, short pulse laser to do the same kind of damage that a simple pipe or wrench could do. So, actually, lasers not doing them as much damage, but a nice pipe to the dome does more damage. That's fairly accurate. Science lesson number 13. Which is to say, if your ship was just completely, perfectly mirrored, laser weapons would do much less against you.
Paladin dance.
Well, that could have gone smoother.
Gauss rifle is pretty cool. Sciencey sniper. Yes! Where is... I know it's not until later, but we will use the Gauss rifle if we find it, because it's awesome.
I thought we worked well as a
Look at me. I look stupid. Ah.
It's a refreshing change.
Give
I think
me...
you'll find this weapon useful.
Yes.
My own personal...
Right.
May it
Yes.
serve you well in...
Yes. 100%. Critical shots. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, civilian.
You didn't need to say
As far as
civilian.
the second matter goes, I wanted to make you. We had a lot thrown at me.
Uh-huh.
Our op could have ended. There's no doubt. The way I see it,
Mhm.
you could spend the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what do you say?
Chat, you know who we're gonna join? We're gonna join the side that is the scienciest. So I'm gonna say I'm not sure, but I'm gonna double cross them later.
I don't know.
So 2 things that I want to do before I forget, which is store my junk, sell my weapons, put junk in my trunk, if you will, so we can craft our Tesla coils for our power armor or our jetpack. That's up to you. We're doing it. So I'm gonna store my junk. The button prompts are different. Store the junk. Store the junk. Then I'm going to... Yeah, sure. Yeah, then I'm going to go to Diamond City. I'm going to sell my weapons. Will you be doing the Robot Workshop DLC? Kyle's got junk in his trunk? Yes. I'm low-key thick. But, like, the Far Harbor... All the DLC is downloaded and installed. I really like the Far Harbor DLC. And the Far Harbor DLC has a very cool radiation weapon. 2 very cool radiation weapons in it. So I'd like to go and get those. Give me your money. Laser musket's terrible. I don't want it. Can't use it. Not sciencey. Can't use it. Can't use it. Now, while we listen to this, wherever that's coming from. Are radiation guns a thing in real life? Yes, real-life radiation guns are called X-ray machines. One thing we have left to do, chat. I need you to help me. Pick our perks. What would a sciencey individual pick as their levels? So we already got our science perk for early on. Robotics, I got nuclear physicist and nerd rage. Hacking. All right. Hack everything. Oh, I'm still low level. Level 9. Okay. So if not that. See, the thing is, I know one of these will help our laser weapons, right? Robotics, of course. One of these will help our laser weapons, not automatic weapons. Attacks with non-automatic rifles do... Yes, so I want to get at least some of this so that our laser rifles can compete, because laser rifles, their damage starts to fall off as we get higher. So that's still fine. Perception, awareness, locksmith. I think we got to unlock stuff, right? And then we'll get hacker once we level that up enough. Why don't you just wash it if you have too... You know what you won't regret? Joining us in the command center just one more time. Why does it do this? Why do you do that? I guess we're not going to the command center. Kevin, let's go to the command center, man. Thank you for making learning fun, says Dido Ruse. Quote of the day. It's absolutely the best praise I can get. I want to be a part of your educational journey, if I can be. Edutainment with a Fallout backdrop is incredibly sciencing. When are you going to Chernobyl? I won't tell you exactly when I'm going to Chernobyl, because I don't want you to know when the facility's undefended. But I'm going to Chernobyl very soon. My appreciation for all of you here joining me at the facility, your appreciation of science and of learning, honestly, it warms this old man's heart. But Kyle, you're not old. I'm immortal. Think before you speak. Take care.